I'm Vincent Rosillo, a partner in the law firm of Fine, Allen and Anderman. I'm here today with Tracy Zip, supervisor of the Workers' Compensation Legal Assistance. Welcome, Tracy.
Hi, Vincent. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you here. Tracy, we get many phone calls from clients, as well as prospective clients, as to our internal procedures. People like to know how we set up and manage files. I thought it would be a good idea today if we could take a few minutes to explain our procedures and our ability to manage files, especially as a result of the limitations that have been placed upon everyone as a result of the coronavirus. I think people are initially concerned about our ability to work on their files when we aren't in our office. So, does the office staff have the ability to view and work on files regardless of where they are working?
Yes, they do. Regardless if we're in the office or working remotely, we have the ability to review their entire file. This includes documents and medical records. We've had this ability years before the coronavirus crisis occurred, so we've been quite comfortable working this way for a long time. Every document is scanned into our system and available to the entire staff to review and work on. With our up-to-date technology, we are easily able to transmit and obtain documents and medical records to the board and the carriers to make sure that the files proceed.
I know that the clients have the ability to access their files online. What are the benefits of viewing their files online?
Yes, they do have the ability to access their workers' compensation files online. This also includes companion files such as personal injury matters, which encompasses motor vehicle accidents, slip and falls, and dog bite claims.
Is it complicated to gain access online?
No, it's quite a simple process that's typically done at the time that the case is filed with the Workers' Comp Board. However, anytime thereafter, upon their request, we can do this for their workers' comp as well as their personal injury claims.
And how do they go about doing it?
The legal assistant will send an online request and authorization to be completed by mail or electronically for the client to verify and sign. Once received, the legal assistant will process the form internally, and then the client will receive an email approximately about 14 days from the date notifying them that how to finalize the process.
So what can the client access when they do log on to the online portal?
They'll be able to view all documents, including their medical records. In addition, they have the ability to save those documents as a PDF as well as print them.
That's great. I mean, it sounds like they get a lot of information, a lot of access to a lot of important documents. What should they expect when they reach out to our office when they retain us?
Initially, the client will need to speak to the client intake specialist in order to do an intake. A series of questions will be asked at that time, and then a file will be created and an attorney and legal assistant will be assigned to manage their claim.
How will they receive the paperwork? Do they need to come into one of our offices to sign anything?
No, they don't need to come into an office. However, if they prefer, we can schedule an appointment in an office closest to them. We have offices statewide in New York and in New Jersey. Otherwise, an employee claim form and a notice of retainer will be emailed or mailed to them if they don't have access to email to review and apply their signature to those forms.
Once they've completed the paperwork, what's the next step? What can they expect to happen next?
The paperwork will be reviewed by a partner attorney before it's filed electronically to the New York State Workers' Compensation Board, approximately about 48 hours of receipt. The file is then assigned to a specific team consisting of a managing attorney, and a legal assistant. Once the paperwork is filed with the Workers' Comp Board, the client will receive an introduction packet, which includes a booklet of frequently asked questions, an introduction letter from their legal assistant, and any other important information. They'll also receive a call from their managing attorney within 2 weeks. However, if they should know that their legal team, as well as any other member of FOA team, is available if need be.
I know you've referred to the legal assistant being assigned to their files, and I know you're the supervisor. What exactly is their role?
We understand the process can be frustrating and quite cumbersome. Their legal team will be there to guide them through the process from the beginning to the end of their claim. The legal assistants go through an intensive training process before they're even assigned any cases. Their role is to serve as a liaison between the clients, the insurance carriers, the Workers' Comp Board, medical providers, and attorneys, while answering questions that they may have. There are times when the claimants may have trouble obtaining their medication, or their weekly checks may be late, or they haven't gotten reimbursed for travel. The legal assistant's job is to help in facilitating getting all the benefits that the clients are entitled to receive. In conjunction with the attorneys, they will contact the carrier and the workers' compensation board to ensure their treatment is being authorized within the medical guidelines and that they're receiving their weekly benefits.
Sounds like the legal assistants have a lot of responsibility. What do we do to make sure that they are doing everything they're supposed to be doing?
It is my job as their supervisor to make sure they're doing everything that we can do to help our clients. In addition to reviewing files with the legal assistants, one of the tools I rely upon are the client surveys that we ask every client to complete. We send those surveys on a regular basis, not only to measure their level of satisfaction, but to see if there's anything different that we should be doing. I review every survey and contact those clients that have any questions or concerns with the legal assistance.
Thanks for taking the time to explain our internal procedures. I'm sure this will put a lot of our clients' minds at ease. By the way, can the clients access basic information about the workers' compensation law and the FAQs by going to our website?
Yes, they can go to www.foalaw.com for information. Thanks.
Thanks again, Tracy, for taking the time to explain the procedures.